Stoudemire. Vince, this is what I've been waiting for from Steph. Be your best self when your team needs it most. And the other team is just as good as you. Not when you have KD and Clay and everybody, but it's 50-50, season on the line, second half. This is why LeBron and Wade are tweeting about Steph's finals play now. This is why I've been pointing out that he needed this to elevate his legacy. What is your biggest takeaway from Steph's virtuoso Game 4 performance?
That I knew it would make you happy when he did this. And I said, Max is somewhere like, see? He heard me. But no, I take one thing about Steph right now is that he understands the moment. He understands the assignment and the situation at hand. And before, Max, he had KD there where he can defer. Right now, he understands I need to play this way to win, and he's doing so. Whether it's layups, get down in transition, floaters, everything he needs to do, he is doing it. And right now, Max, he is opening the door to an elite door that we don't get to see, or maybe we didn't know about. That only a few know about because he is playing at that level like you called for, and he has responded.
At 6'3", greatest 6'3" or under player of all time. But if you could work your way into the top 10 ever at that size. By the way, he's brolic now. That probably has something to do with it, too. He just looks different. Amari, why haven't the Celtics been able to adjust to Steph this series? And, what adjustments might we see tonight?
I mean, there's no adjustments. There's nothing you can do. Steph Curry is a complete basketball player. Okay? He's great from the three-point shot. He's also great with mid-range. He's great finishing left and right-handed at the basket. He's a brilliant passer. There's nothing you can do. There's no scouting report. If you try to trap him off the pick and roll, he gets off of it, he moves, relocate, gets the ball back, quick release. If you don't trap or step up on the pick and roll, the open space right there, he's going to knock down the open shot. As we see here, like you said, he's strong. So when he goes with the left hand, that space right there, that quick release is just hard to defend.
That's him working on his body throughout his career. It didn't used to be that way.
Absolutely. And it shows here in the playoffs. When you put forth the effort in the offseason, you work on your body, you get stronger, and it shows now in the playoffs.
When I said fate of the universe on the line, it went viral, right? I said it's on social media. I said, I want Iguodala, right? I meant it. I wasn't talking about guys who's a better shooter. I'm talking about who has ice water in their veins, game on the line, open look. He did not use, in the old days, Vince, I did not get that feeling from Steph. But he's an older, more experienced, to me, more confident player in the big moment. And now he's killing the game under pressure. Vince, double teams seem to work against other team superstars. Why haven't the Celtics blitzed or double teamed Steph on those high pick and rolls?
Well, Mari mentioned some of it, his ability to move the ball and how they play. They're very unselfish, and they understand. They have counters for double teams. You double team him, he goes backdoor, he gets off the ball. It's a quick release, and Draymond gets it and bounce pass back, layup, or an open three on the other side of the floor. Other thing is, it seems like Boston doesn't want to allow anyone else to get off, because if he's throwing out of the double team and he does not get the ball back, Draymond's ability to find other guys, or it immediately alerts an action on the other side for maybe a pin down for Jordan Poole or Klay Thompson to get a wide open shot when there's no help, because Steph has brought two guys out on the floor trying to guard him. They're playing 4-on-3. So I think that's where the hesitancy is, and they're saying Steph may get his. Hopefully we can wear him down. We don't want everybody else, a.k.a. the others, to get theirs. But it's a dangerous game that the Boston Celtics are playing, but they're sticking to it.
You got to pick your poison. I would pick the other poison if I were Udoka at this point.
I would too.
What else do you need to see from Steph?
Absolutely.
But then, of course, Clay is due. He had a Klay Thompson game, but he didn't have one of those, oh, my God, he just scored 16 points in 1 second Clay games, right? Right. He might be due. Amari, now that they're back at home, what does Steph need to do to give the Warriors that pivotal Game 5?
Well, I think just stay aggressive. He's going to be aggressive. I guarantee you that, because the thing is, when you have a game like you had in Game 4, and you're able to assert yourself, and you know that there's nothing your defense can do to stop you, then just continue on that path. Just keep lighting them up. If they don't want to guard you on the pick and roll step up, then knock down the open shot. If they do step up, you can split the trap, get to the basket, make the right plays. Just be aggressive. And I think his mindset now, with him, like you're saying, him being much more mature now, he's stronger, he's more confident, he knows his ability, he knows he's one of the all-time greats. And for all that to be happening right now in front of our eyes is beautiful to see. He just got to keep going.
Man, I guess, Vince, it's just a different kind of pressure in the fight. Well, look, we're seeing it with Jason Tatum now. He was great all playoffs against the biggest stars in the game. Maybe it's just something different about the finals, and Steph had to get some reps in. before he could be this in the finals. But oh my God, this is like, how
He's
many
here.
finals performances have been better than
this is
LeBron has had a
beautiful.
couple, but this is Vince, like, this is an all-time great performance so far.
Yeah.
He's doing that, and I mean, I think he really wants that MVP because he heard you saying, you know, and all the people saying, like, can he do it, and all of what has happened in the past. And yes, he wants the championship, but he's been there and he's accomplished championships. It's like, now I want to go there and be the dominant player. I want, like Omar said, he knows he belongs with some of the best and the greatest, and you asked for him to show that, and he is now showing that. And it's really, you know, his team is struggling. But guess what? They're winning games because hey, get on my back, let's go, and I'll do what I need to do till you guys can get yourselves together. And look for him to continue to do that. Why not?
Like
I mean, they're
LeBron
playing. They figured out something.
Yep.
Yeah, they've changed their coverages. They went from an offensive movement now pick and roll because they're having success. So why change?
Like LeBron in 2016, you sub out any player in the world for Steph right now, the series is already.
Ryan Windhurst about Jason Tatum's struggles. How can the Celtics take some of the pressure off of Tatum so he can be more comfortable late in games?
Well, Jay, this is an easy one. His name is Jaylen Brown. Continue to play through Jaylen Brown. And I think they found some success doing so. And being that he struggled early, and he, you know, rightfully so, because he just demanded that attention, Jaylen Brown has taken some of that pressure off of him because of his aggressive starts. And he gets downhill. He scored 17 points in game 3. And then once he tailed off, it was Jason's turn to take over, and now the defense is now shifting to him instead of focusing on him completely because of Jaylen Brown's early start. So I think it's okay that he's not having strong starts, Jason Tatum, that is, because Jaylen Brown is getting off to a good start. Now, if you're a Celtics fan, you want to see Jason Tatum getting off to a slow start, but do you want Jaylen Brown now to not be aggressive? So they have an interesting situation, very unique, but it's one they could continue to use because Jaylen Brown is playing next level.
Let's go to the other side. The Warriors and how they play their big men could be a big key. Draymond Green scored 2 points in Game 4, while Kevon Looney registered a plus 21 in his minutes off the bench. So, Vince, what's the best strategy for Steve Kerr to go with in Game 5?
Having Draymond on the floor. Jay, we get caught up into looking at Draymond Green and his points and not everything else and his effect on the game, particularly offensively. Offensively, we look at, you know, his assists. He had 8 assists. You know, he's not looking. The only thing I say for the only thing I say for Draymond Green is be aggressive, attack the rim, because right now they're using, we say 1.5 players. So when Steph is coming off or in one-on-one situations, they're guarding 1.5 players, meaning that one guy is half guarding Steph and has an eye on Draymond, but if he continues to be aggressive and just attack the rim, that would change things. I don't change the lineup. You're mistaken, and people are fooled if you bring Draymond off the bench, because he means so much to their team defensively more than anything. So yes, offensively he's struggling with those 2 points, but now he can change that attitude and that mentality by being aggressive. But you can't change or put anybody on the floor that does what Draymond does defensively for his team.
I remember one possession late. Draymond didn't score the basket, but it's like he touched every other pass, set screens, and he was instrumental in them getting a bucket. So yeah, he's the man you want on the floor at the end of games. All right, real quick before I let you go, who wins tonight, Boston or Golden State?
This is a struggle. You look at the history of Boston in this year in the playoffs and how they bounce back, 7-0. Jason Tatum bounces back off of bad games. All of those things matter, and you have to look at it. But what is the gut feeling? I'm trying to go off of gut feeling, and what is the Golden State look? What do the Golden State Warriors look like right now? They're playing great basketball, led by Steph Curry. You heard Wendy talk about Steph's ability to play longer minutes, playing in his high 40s. So I think they're going to continue to do that, and why not? All the marbles are on the line right now, so I still say Golden State Warriors. Going to pull this off somehow, some way.
Vince Carter, thank you, my brother. Always a pleasure.